She was once considered the best upcoming interviewer in Kenya, and with the help of director Trevor, Mungai Eve rose to fame.
My name is Mungai Eve. I'm a content creator here in Kenya. Big shout out to Path Live Kenya.
And as she grew, her fame grew, her channel grew, her money grew, and so was her love with the director Trevor, at least as far as we could see online. They took flights around the country together. They bought cars together. People saw them as a power couple. People wanted to be like them, especially young couples. They were successful.
Babe, utalan. And I'm like, hey, acha tujaribu. You know kitu napenda sana kwake. Juu hadi I give up so easily.
Sasa una give up na 146k na kuna watu wako na 2k.
In just a short span of 2 years, they had achieved more in their relationship than couples that had lasted 40 years. Yes, your grandparents. They lived lavish, they held parties, they rocked the latest fashion outfit, won brand ambassadorship deals, and even became the talk of the town every now and then. Until 2023, when they decided to finish the year with a breakup.
Well, I wouldn't want to talk much about it, but what I can say is it's a whole lot of so many things. Yeah, and it was meant to just come to an end.
After their breakup, people chose sides, with some supporting Mungai Eve and others supporting Trevor, claiming Trevor was a kafukusui and that he was in a hurry to blog the news of his breakup. Mungai Eve, on the other side, was silent, and she maintained a 1-week silence. She was on a trip in Zanzibar that was sponsored by Bonfire Adventures, and when she came back, she launched her YouTube channel that reached 100k subscribers in just 24 hours. That was a record broken. At that time, people still loved Mungai Eve. So, where did people start hating Mungai Eve? If we want to know where the hate started, let's take it back to when she started doing content.
Let's start with the one in Samara. Let's start with
She and director Trevor used to stay in Juja, and here fame caught up so fast. They became famous through street interviews, and this started brewing some certain type of street hate, the kind of hate that is attached to success. But I would say this is small hate. This is the normal hate that everybody experiences. It's just like a dog barking at you in the streets. However, this created the basis, or it would later create the basis of hate that Eve Mungai is experiencing currently.
The chick was saying, you've not even bought for me a dining table worth 60,000.
Unajua mwanaume anaspend kwa vitu kubwa kubwa, wanawake wanaspend kwa vitu kama kitchens, dining
zetu ni ndogo ndogo.
What do you think she was doing?
Director Trevor, who had always been the quiet partner in Eve Mungai's rise to fame, suddenly spoke about what had happened. He claimed that he was the real mastermind behind the success of the Eve Mungai brand. He accused Eve of being physically abusive and treating him poorly, and even disrespecting him. At this time, I think it was Trevor who was being hated, because he was being deemed to be talking a lot. And to make matters even worse, Trevor took control of Eve Mungai's YouTube channel and also the Facebook page, and Eve was only left with the Instagram account.
Hapo mali watu wanasema ulienda na channel. Now this is what happened. Na ili happen hapa. Hii ndio part ya muhimu sasa.
Ili happen anytime. From the first video that trended ever before that, kila mtu aliwatching ile you were asked.
Oh yes. Yeah. Yes, kuna somewhere kuna video tulifanya na presenter Ali ilikuwa nasema if we ever break up mimi sitawahi enda na channel. And I had no intention, by the way. But then,
so what pushed you?
Sasa ni hiyo moment kwanza, number 1 naambiwa nisimame nje ya mlango ndo nitumiwe do ya kuhama. Una get? Number 2 ni hiyo naambiwa eti mtu atoke mali yako, sio ameenda kwa boyfriend yake sijui wapi, atoke hapo akuja inspect na hama na nini. Una get?
These actions by Trevor led to hate. He was hated by the media. But wait, tables do change. Kenyans can turn from love to hate. As weeks went by, Trevor went into podcast to explain his side of the story. He also used these spaces to talk about social media management skills, a skill he has been good at for years, and people fell in love with this.
So, do you know Trevor is the one who taught me how to put mid-rolls kwa YouTube? How to monetize the YouTube so you can make more money. Unaweka kitu inaitwa mid-rolls. Basically, Trevor is the one who taught me how to monetize YouTube effectively. He's a genius on that part for monetization and content creation and everything.
Eve Mungai, on the other side, after coming back to Kenya, after starting her YouTube channel, after interviewing a few people started getting tired of sentiments that she used to say in her interviews.
Yeah. Like, why? Why do we have to get to know all this about you guys?
I don't want to discuss that issue because, Sarah is the mother of my kids. So the far that it has gone, I would not be the person who want to discuss it.
How did such footages get online? Because as much as people were talking about it, they were like, it can only be you who wanted them to be online.
It was a fresh start for Mungai Eve, but she wasn't the same person people had come to know. The Eve we once saw as humble, grounded, and relatable had changed. After the breakup, Mungai Eve went through what seemed like a complete personality shift. She wasn't the same Mungai Eve who had first entered YouTube. She began posting more controversial content, sharing more about her personal life in ways that made the audience confused. For instance, in this post by Nairobi Gossip Club, Mungai Eve said that she used to buy for her ex-boyfriend, director Trevor, food using the money she made from hawking belts. Her videos also became more sensational and attention-grabbing. While there is nothing wrong with getting more glamorous and wearing bikinis, fans began to ask questions. They started to wonder, was this the first same girl they had followed, or had fame and money pushed Mungai Eve to reinvent herself? Let's get back to YouTube for a minute. If you've been following her interviews and her journey on YouTube channel, you could tell that something was different. In an interview with commentator in September last year 2024, she sarcastically talked about Trevor's car and seemed happy because the car, the Toyota Crown, was written off when they broke up.
Tuambie ile crown ilikuwa ya nani? Crown.
We had a crown. You forgot.
The car. Ilikuwa ya nani?
Okay. Personally, I'm not so attached to cars.
Yeah.
So it belonged to him, but we are using it as a family.
Yes.
But thank God,
yes,
by the time of the breakup, it was written off.
Guy mwadhani. Eve acha change or perish.
Mungai Eve's podcast, The Girl, has also faced criticism. In many episodes, she's been accused of making careless remarks and coming across as full of pride and disconnected from reality. The qualities that once made her beloved, humility and authenticity, seem to have been replaced by an air of entitlement.
Me, I'm always in a relationship. Mimi nao napenda mechi, so itabidi nini msanii tuko na Willy Paul kwenye background ana ametaka nikisema, but hey guys, kwani kupenda mechi ni kitu mbaya? Si mbaya. I love it. I enjoy it. Like I have a very nice body. I have to use it before nizeke. Lazima.
While some Kenyans are quick to blame fame for her transformation, there is an angle to consider. Could all of this be intentional? Is she leaning into the drama to generate buzz? Think about it. In the world of social media, controversy is currency, and in the YouTube world, views equals to money, power, and influence. Maybe it was working for her, or it is working for her, or maybe it isn't, because all the love turned into hate. So, could Mungai Eve's sudden personality shift, her bold remarks, and her tendency to court controversy be a calculated move? Recently, we saw a blog that turned out to be fake. that said she missed her ex-boyfriend, director Trevor. What followed was a straight-up denial from Mungai Eve. She asked, "History ilitoka? This is very fake news. I haven't made such statements. I am shocked." This has been another chance for her to join clout, but let's say the truth, clout pays influencers, and it's only right if she rides along.
You don't listen, you. Tomorrow, one day, you don't listen to call me baby. One day, continue calling.
The more people discuss Mungai Eve, the more she's getting the views. The more views, the more sponsors, and more money. Love her or hate her, she thrives on controversy, and Mungai Eve seems to know this all too well. Let's meet in the next video, and don't forget to subscribe.